So I definitely made a mistake here. What's going on, guys? I'm Jamie, a Canadian reseller. Welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today's going to be a little bit different of a video. It's just going to be a vlog style video of my day-to-day what I do. I am a part-time reseller, so this is a day off, so I'm way more involved today than I normally am. Normally on days that I'm working, you know, I might do list a few things and make sure things are shipped, but I don't necessarily run around as much. So, you know, let's just kind of take a look what it's like, and let's get in the house and we can get started. So I'm just sort of getting stuff ready to get packed. So I have packed some of this. I packed some of it last night, did some this morning. I just finished this morning printing shipping labels. So this is a little bit more than I normally have going out. I've got, I think, 7 items going out today. Normally I have like 2 or 3. I also am going to be working a little bit on my pile here. So I spent the last couple of days at the Goodwill bins. There's a lot of clothing and stuff under there, a bunch of yarn, all kinds of stuff. I actually picked up this blow mold too at the Goodwill bins. He's really cool. I do already have that one listed on Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully it sells there. I listed it for about 80 bucks. There's one very similar. Someone's got listed for 120, and I don't know, I maybe paid a couple bucks for it. Blow molds do sell really well. This one is stamped on the bottom 1989. I don't know that that's exactly the year it was made, but still. So I figured we could talk about these as I ship them out here. So first we're looking for the Nike golf bag, or Nike hockey bag. So let's find the right label. And what I like to do is when I'm printing the labels out, some stuff does say, I'll try to get the address out of here. Some of the stuff does say if it's expedited, what it is, but I just write on the bottom what it is so I don't have a hard time finding it again. So I wrote hockey bag on this one. So I'm not using I'm just using a regular inkjet printer. Canada Post does supply you with these here, so you can just slide them in. Right. Sometimes I'll include my thank you card. These ones I've already put the thank you cards in the boxes, so I don't have to do that. So this guy, if you're curious, I picked up this week at the Goodwill bins for, I don't know, it didn't weigh very much, £1.50, so maybe between $1 to $2. And it sold, so I listed it, and it sold the very next day for $39, and what was it? $39.98. So that was a really fast flip. I definitely didn't expect that. It was a really nice hockey bag. I'll throw up on the screen what the bag was and how much it sold for exactly. But yeah, that was a great flip. Next up, okay, so this was a CD. It's a 6-disc CD, sealed. It's a healing or a trauma CD of some kind. I think I found it at Salvation Army a while back. Probably paid a couple bucks for it. And what did it sell for? It sold for $22.98. So that was a pretty good sale too. This one I'm just gonna wind up taping. So I'm just gonna tape it down to make it waterproof. Okay, another one's good to go. So this was a Pampered Chef bowl. I'll throw it up on the screen so you can see exactly what it looks like. I think I paid $5 for this roughly, and let me just see what it sold for again. It sold for $29.98. So that was pretty good sale as well. I have had this one a little bit longer, probably a couple months maybe. I know a lot of people use tape guns. I have no luck with them. I'd rather pull it off the tape off of the roll, to be honest. It's just easier for me. Okay, another one. So we have these Nike shoes. I'll throw the model up so you can see. They're pretty nice. There's just some purple high top shoes. I can't remember the exact style and make of them off the top of my head, but maybe it says on here. No, it doesn't. Okay, so these ones, pretty good. Not great, but still okay. I think I paid up for these guys about $15. I thought maybe they were worth a little bit more. I got them home. I think they sell for around 30 bucks, and I just got just under that. I think it was like, I'll throw it up, but I think it's like 29 bucks or something. It was okay. Not a lot of money, still a little bit of money to be made there. It's always the risk you take when you pay up a little bit for an item. And that's at my Goodwill, they were asking 15 bucks. You know, it's hit or miss. Some days I will leave items like that because I don't want to pay up for them. And other days I just decide, hey, this is pretty cool, I want to sell it. Okay, this is a personal item actually. So me and my wife, this was our Christmas tree topper for a few years. And I believe, we were talking about this last night, I believe we actually bought it on eBay. I don't remember what we bought it for. She actually bought it. And when we're going through our stuff, she said, you know what, you might as well sell these. They're just sitting around collecting dust. We still do have a Disney and / Nightmare Before Christmas tree, but our tree topper is actually currently at Oogie Boogie. So we haven't used this guy in a while. So they sold for $55 plus shipping. I believe I listed them for $65. And then I had somebody give me a best offer and I just accepted. This was also picked up with that hockey bag at Goodwill Bins this week, the beginning of this week. I listed it, and I think this was the second thing to sell. It sold for pretty good money too. So I paid about $4 for this because you're paying by the weight and it's a bit heavy. And it did sell for, there it is right there, $50 plus $25 shipping. So the buyer's all in $75. Pretty cool item. So this is to like make, I think it's a cutter to make matting for paintings or prints and stuff like that. This is actually the box that it came in. And I just took craft paper or wrap paper and done the whole thing up, sealed it up. And that's just to protect it a little bit more. And just so that I am shipping it in the original box. But I did want to kind of cover up what it was a bit because it's a little bit more of an expensive item. I didn't want to just send it in the box. Now that being said, I've bought stuff like, I bought a couple Xbox Ones one time, had them shipped to me, and they came in the actual Xbox One box with a shipping label on it, and the courier actually left it on my front step. I really wasn't all that impressed with that, just because, you know, if somebody came along and said, hey, there's a couple free Xboxes, they'd just pick them up and take them. But that didn't happen, but it's always in the back of your mind, right? So we do have one more item here. These are a pair of Burton snowboard boots. The ruler, I think is what they are. So these ones are going to the US. So shipping was more, it was $25, but they sold for $72. So that's pretty good. I picked these up, I believe, also at the Goodwill Bins. And for footwear, you do pay by pound. I'm gonna guess these were probably like maybe $3 or $4 I paid for these snowboard boots. So that's a pretty good flip. The other thing I do, guys, so after I got these boxes all ready to go, I put the dimensions on them. So this box is 12 by 12 by 12. That's inches. And I just wrote boots so that when I'm putting the labels on, I can match up. I write boots when I print off, so I can just match up the label. And then the weight there, that was also grams. It was 3,854 grams. And I ship with shippo.ca. I find it pretty good. It links up well with eBay. It gives you a bunch of options. You can use FedEx and DHL and all those things. I primarily ship with Canada Post. Unless it's a really, really big item, then I start looking elsewhere. But, you know, you get a good discount with Shippo and eBay together. So, for me, it's a really good way to go. Okay, so I'm just getting everything cleaned up. I'm getting ready to do some listing. So what I have here, my goal for the month, list two to 5 items every day in November. So as you can see, listed 2, 1, but I relisted 4. So for me, that's going to count. If I don't have items or I don't have time, I'll just end an item and then I won't do sell similar, or sorry, I won't relist. I'll do sell similar and make it a new listing again. And it's just to keep my store active. But for the most part, I've been trying to get listings done. So I did 3, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, and so on. Also tracking my sold. So I've had something sold. So like the beginning is 2, 4, 1, 6, right? And it goes on, you know, yesterday, or sorry, the 9th, when this was recorded, today is the 11th, but on the 9th, when this was recorded, is what I'm trying to say, I did have a day of 0 sales, but then the very next day, yesterday, it picked up with a day of 5 sales, and then today I've already sold 2 things. So I actually sold them when I was sleeping, which is also really nice. But let's find 5 items, and then we can come back and we can get another 5 listed today. So I won't talk too much about value at the moment, but I'll tell you where they came from and what I paid for them. Everything today came from the Goodwill bins. So these are a pair of Airwalk rollerblades. So with rollerblades, you just want to make sure that the bearings, everything is smooth. Now both of them, they are super smooth. So I would think for these ones, they're going to fall under like the same category as shoes at the bins. And I'm probably paid like $2 for these, maybe $2 or $3. I'm also going to list a couple of these hats. This is a Stetson. It is called the Playboy. I've sold some Stetson hats for some pretty good money. The last one I sold was about $100 or so, maybe more. It was a good sale though. Same thing, I paid $5 for that one. This one I got at the bins, so I'm probably into it maybe $1. It's a little heavier, so I would say it's still at least close to a pound maybe, I don't know. Oh, there goes a sticker from this one. This is like a German style hat. I forget what these are called exactly, but this one is super old, and you can tell when you look inside because it's leather banded. And I looked this name up as well. You can just see when you look in there that it's old, that it's not just like some dollar store print thing. This actually patch belongs to it as well. I think this will be a pretty good sell. I've never sold anything like this before. And then we're gonna list this. Somebody has their name on the bottom, I'll just cover it up. This is just a Skyliner portal. So I just grabbed these because they always sell. They don't sell for a lot of money. I'll probably only get like $10 for this thing, but I don't know. I probably paid like $1/4 for it maybe. And the last thing I'm gonna sell today, I found another Nike bag. This isn't as big as the hockey bag that I sold just yesterday, but it is a really nice just Nike duffel bag. So, you know, I think this one will do well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fast forward me actually taking the pictures and listing. Okay, now I'm just going to take some time and get everything listed. This part I'll just kind of skip through. So you'll see in the last part you would have seen my actual listings that I made. So basically that's what I'm doing right now. And then we're going to go to the post office and get this stuff here dropped off. All right, so I got everything listed here. Right, got the hats, portal, rollerblades, the bag. So now we just need to go and get all this stuff here, load it in the car. Okay, so head off to the post office, get these dropped off. Then I think I'm gonna run into town, might hit the Goodwill. I'm definitely gonna go to Walmart and get a great big bin, and I'm gonna start using that for a death pile bin. So let's get all that done and then we can get back home. So I definitely made a mistake here. Today is Remembrance Day, November 11th here. The post office is a government building and it is closed. So I have all my eBay stuff here ready to go. I forgot the post office is closed today. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow to bring this stuff in. They can bring it in first thing in the morning. That's not a big deal. I guess I wasn't thinking about the day. So I guess we'll just head on to town. We'll go to the Goodwill and then we'll go to Walmart and pick up the bin, which will be my new death bin. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this stuff in the trunk so it doesn't get stolen or anything like that. But other than that, let's head on to the Goodwill, see if we can find something. All right, picked up a few things there. The DVDs should do okay. Old Gunsmoke and Western stuff usually is pretty sellable. I did look it up. A lot of them were going for $15 to $20. The jersey, it's a UCLA jersey, ball. I'm not really familiar with especially college basketball, but I looked it up quick in the store too. I bought it for $4. It should sell for 19 to 25 bucks, somewhere in there, plus shipping. And then the popcorn maker, I think it's going to be for personal use. We're going to maybe test it out maybe on the weekend or something. All right, so let's get to Walmart and get the bin. I don't think I'll actually film in Walmart. I think it might be against their policy, but I will bring you along here, and then on the way out, I'll just show you the bin. All right, so we got the bin. I'm gonna go ahead, get back in the car, go home, and then we can start putting our death pile in the bin. Hopefully that'll help declutter some stuff. Okay, so we made it back home. I have the bin. I'm just about to take it in the room here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually. Okay, so we have the tub here. So I'm just gonna go through everything, get it all in there, and then I'm gonna have to rearrange stuff a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad, so let's get going here. Oh, and I also have these Columbia snow pants. Okay, so there's my death pile, or death bin, or whatever you want to call it. So now I just have to rearrange stuff in here, and hopefully I can just, the plan is I'm just going to move these sideways, and then I'll relabel them in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and relabel these here in a little bit, but so we still have everything. They're just turned to the side. Now this is my death pile, so I'm never going to let it get bigger than that. That's the plan. And still have my clothing in here. And I still have a little bit of space. I can still get in here. So all in all, I think that's going to work out pretty good. That's pretty much all I'm doing for today, though. I'm just going to finish labeling this stuff, guys. I might list some more stuff later after dinner and just add it to a draft. That way tomorrow I don't have so much to do. But other than that, that's pretty much what I'm going to do today as far as reselling is concerned. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like, the only thing I got left to do today is get stuff ready for dinner, and then I'm getting a haircut later tonight, then I'm just going to hang out with my wife. So, you know, as far as reselling goes, I might do some more drafts later, like I said, but that's about it. You know, for a part-time reseller, I put in a good amount of time. On my days off, I try to put in, you know, anywhere between 5 to 8 hours. Today, I started at 9 in the morning, and, you know, it's about 2:30 right now. I'm still gonna work a little bit on it later, but I'm done for the moment. Anyway, guys, if you like stuff like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content. Until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, bye-bye.